So I wanted to take a few minutes with this video to jump into three very interesting topics. One focused on Sony buying new studios, one on this new rumor swirling around regarding the PS5 price and release date reveal, which could be very soon according to this rumor, and we'll also look at the big controversy regarding the possible price increases for next-gen games. First, let me know who you plan on pre-ordering your PlayStation 5 with: Best Buy, Amazon, GameStop, EB Games, Game UK, etc. Whatever your choice is, I'm curious where people are going to pick up their new console from. I'm personally going to go to EB Games like I've done with past console releases here in Canada, but what about you guys? So comment below where you plan on pre-ordering your PlayStation 5 from. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the first story of the video, PS5 game prices, or really next-gen console game prices, possibly rising by $10 US. I'll say this right off the bat, I'm not a fan of price hikes, especially because in Canada, this would put a game in the ballpark of $100, which is crazy to think about. But let's look at the story and see what's going on. So, the story follows NBA 2K21, which will be priced at $69.99 later this year when it drops for next-gen consoles. Current-gen versions of the game will still be $59.99. The reasoning for this, as stated by a 2K spokesperson, is we believe our suggested retail price for NBA 2K21 on next-gen platforms fairly represents the value of what's being offered. Power, speed, and technology that is only possible on new hardware. While we are confident that NBA 2K21 will be a monumental leap forward for the franchise and a standout visual showcase on next-generation consoles, we recognize that it's our responsibility to prove this value to our fans and NBA 2K players. We're looking forward to doing so and can't wait to show more in the upcoming months to launch. So, I want to say two things. One, this game won't be getting a free upgrade to next gen if you decide to purchase it on current gen. That's one thing. And two, I'm not a game publisher. I'm not sure how much it costs to make some of these AAA titles, but I will say this. Are we going to act like these game companies haven't found ways to make money outside of the initial retail price? Are we going to act like microtransactions do not exist, especially for a game like 2K21? The franchise has been a cash cow in terms of microtransactions. Say, for example, Sony decided to sell the next God of War at $69.99. I can accept that, knowing the work put in and knowing they're making most of their money from you buying this game. I can spend all day really talking about this topic, but I really don't want to. So I'll end it with this. I can accept some games getting the boost in price, not all games, especially not a game like 2K21. But you guys let me know if you're fine with next-gen games costing $10 more. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the second story of the video, Sony buying new studios. So, not too long ago, we saw Sony finally buy out Insomniac Games, which was honestly long overdue, and we've only gotten rumors that Sony is potentially purchasing Bluepoint Games in recent memory, and now we could be adding more to the roster. So the story goes that Sony is considering a bid for Liu Technologies, hopefully I said that correctly, which owns a Warframe developer Digital Extremes and Gears Tactics developer Splash Damage. I went to check these developers out for myself, and they seem to be a multiplayer focused developers. So could this be Sony trying to increase their presence in the multiplayer space, or is Sony really just going to purchase Liu Technologies and keep them running the way they are and maybe focus on PC? Because these developers don't seem like Sony first party studios developers to me, but who really knows? Sony could have something up their sleeves in terms of how to best take advantage of these studios, and I guess we'll see in time. And now diving into the final story of the video, the rumors around the PlayStation 5's price reveal and release date announcement. So I want to preface this part of the video with saying there are different types of leakers, people who have a track record and have been right and wrong, and there's a certain percentage you can give them in terms of accuracy And then you have others who maybe got one thing right and kind of fell off afterwards, and this relates to this part of the video. So the story goes that Twitter user Roberto Serrano, hopefully I said your name correctly, replied to Jeff Grubb's post regarding his Summer of Games mess calendar, which he uses to keep track of all official and potential events. Roberto's reply to the tweet stated the following: July 13th, PS5 price, release date, and pre-order to be confirmed. He added more information and follow-up replies to other people stating the announcement should be on July 13th or before if Sony decides to change it for any reason, basically saying it won't be later than July 13th. I say announcement here because Roberto also stated that they have no event planned for this, so it could very well be a PlayStation blog post. So why are people giving him the time of day? One reason: he got the PS5 reveal date correctly, the updated reveal date of June 11th. So now this is where we swing back to my one thing correct point. If people remember, I used to cover a person by the name of PS Erebus on Twitter, but I've stopped mainly because it was plain to see that they only got The Last of Us 2 release date correct, and I haven't personally seen them get anything else correct afterwards. Roberto is in that same lane for me right now, and we'll see soon enough if he's correct or not. In terms of my personal thoughts, I could see it happening. I feel like people forget that Sony revealed the price for their console at E3 2013 and the pre-orders went live not long after. I believe it was right after. Some people are mentioning, what about the teardown and the UI reveal, which I agree with, but I don't see that stopping Sony from setting those pre-orders live. And really, they could just have their teardown UI reveal next week and the pre-orders the week after, or even do them all at the same time, just a big blowout. But one thing I do have against this is that this would be before Microsoft's event in July, and unless Sony is really confident with their pricing, I'm talking the digital console being at least $399, then they're probably waiting. Or a counter to this is that they were waiting for more information on Lockhart, on the weaker next-gen Xbox console, and now they could have firmed up some details and are confident people will choose the digital edition PlayStation 5 over the Series S. Really, it doesn't matter to try to guess Sony's strategy or reasoning or try to figure out what's in their brain. This reveal is supposed to take place in the next 2 weeks, right? That's a short amount of time, so we'll see soon enough if anything comes from it. But you guys let me know if you think Sony will actually reveal the PlayStation 5's price and pre-orders in the next 2 weeks. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button. As it always helps us subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And now, I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is to body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with set them pre-orders off, because I believe it's time. I'm pretty sure you guys believe it should be time. If you're excited and hope the pre-orders do go off later this month, destroy the comment section with set them pre-orders off, and I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do, because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.